The second methodology when it comes to teaching jiu-jitsu that I find is often very common is the use of like a curriculum type of list for every position. So an instructor might say at this belt level you need to know these particular guard passes and this number of guard passes. And they might take this pattern and apply it to every position. So every position, every belt level, you need to know a certain number of techniques and a certain number of techniques. Now, I do find that this methodology works a little bit better than random catalog type of methods, because at least with the infinite number of techniques in jiu-jitsu, that instructor has helped narrow it down to a smaller number. The flaw that I find in this method is that it tends to have techniques that really have no interconnection between the two. So really, once again, all that the instructor has done is narrow down the number of techniques here. So once again, as far as the application of the techniques, I find it's important to have some connection between all your techniques. The other thing that I find that I personally don't like about this particular method is that when you start looking at high-level practitioners, and especially very good competitors and practitioners when it comes to their mat skills, they tend to repeat certain patterns all the time. And what I mean by this is, for example, if you take the idea of guard passing, they tend not to use 60 different guard passes. They tend to use a small handful of techniques and repeat them over and over, and there are small variations of theirs that they find ways to do those same techniques over and over. So I often find that the list of techniques from every position, though it does expand your knowledge of jiu-jitsu in general, it tends not to reflect what higher level people do actually, in action here. The other two methods, the listing of techniques and the random catalog style, they do allow you to see a lot more. And what I mean by this is it does allow you to experience a lot of different styles. And if a person can develop and stick with jiu-jitsu long enough with those two methods, you tend to see much greater variety when it comes to styles developing when it comes to individual practitioners. So rather than each person kind of being a clone of the instructor here, these methods, once again, you tend to see much larger variations, and that is one of the positive aspects about that. You'll see much larger variations in styles.